Hey y'all, this is Tyler Blake with TylerBlakeArt.com again, and this is the first episode of a new series called Let's Get the Innsmouth Look. For those of you who have never read it, The Shadow Over Innsmouth is a short story, some people call it a novella, by HP Lovecraft, who many regard as kind of like the father of modern horror, and I don't disagree with that. Literary snobs like to kind of pan him and say, oh, he couldn't write, but I think that you kind of have to remember that he was writing for pulp magazines in the 20s, and you you tailor your work to the market you're serving. So, anyways, I'm a big fan. I really enjoy most of his work. So in the Shadow over Innsmouth, the people in Innsmouth, there's something not quite right, and certain people, the older they get, the more kind of amphibian or fish-like they start to become. And so I'm going to be launching a Kickstarter next month for an HP Lovecraft themed project, and for one of the rewards I'm going to have a deal where you can get your own portrait or someone you know's portrait done with the Innsmouth Look. So this is the photograph you saw at the beginning was myself. It's looking in a different direction because I decided to flip it partway through this drawing, and the direction it's looking now was the original photo, and the direction it was that the photo was looking, because I started editing this video after I had done that, so that's why. So I'm just kind of going through and trying to add in details to give like an authentic Innsmouth look. And so in the story, he talks about like the people that have the Innsmouth look, and like when people get to a certain age and a certain level of messed up lookingness, they don't go outside anymore. But so coming up here, I'm going to flip the image and I'm going to show you the fish that I use as reference for my new eyes. There we go. Freaky, I know. So this is quite a bit further along than it was a moment ago. So I've turned my head the final direction. By the way, I'm going to cut it now. This is my first attempt. There's my reference photo. The fish I used on this one is called Dunkleostis, and he's a prehistoric extinct fish. And then this is Tyler. Oops. Dang. I'm going to have to go back and edit that, but that was Tyler as a Dunkleostis. While I'm recording this, that image was like way zoomed in, and I'm going to have to crop it down. But I don't want to quit recording, so here we go. Anyways, when you have what's known as the Innsmouth look, it's creepy and unsettling and just not right. And he talks about people like their noses flattening a little bit, so I flattened my nose, and like their chins receding, and their skin starting to take on kind of a scaly texture and having these disturbing looking wrinkles on the side of your neck, which of course are like gills. So, and bulging, unblinking eyes, or eyes that seem never to blink. So, it's kind of, so for those of you who have seen my Let's Draw Presidential Candidates as a Zombie series, it's kind of the same thing where when you're making radical changes, you have to keep enough of the original face there, or it'll just look like an unrecognizable character. And it could be a great drawing, but I want to have it, if it's not recognizable as the person that I'm basing off of it, then in my opinion I've failed on that image. So I'm trying to keep some of my distinguishing features, like I have a scar above my eye, goes across the eyebrow, you can see that there. I kept my nose pretty much the same, I only flattened it a little bit. It's kind of funny because in the original photo I don't think I looked haughty and arrogant, but the further along this picture goes, the more haughty and arrogant I think I look. And it was a little bit of a challenge to make it look aquatic and not like I was going to try out for a part in Cats 2, The Litter Box is Full. But I don't know why it kept making me think of like kind of a feline thing, but it just sort of did. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this. There will be more to come, and I will talk to you later. Bye.